I'm often misunderstood at my supermarket in Sussex, not because of my accent, but because I tend to deviate from the script. Cashier: hello, how are you this evening? Me: has your house ever been burgled? Cashier: what? Me: your house, has anyone ever broken into it and stolen things? With me, people aren't thinking, what did you say? So much as, why are you saying that? I know that Pimsleur offers an English course for native Spanish speakers, but I'm not sure if it's geared toward UK English or what you hear in the United States. The former would most certainly include at the end of the day. Turn on British TV or follow anyone named Ian for more than a few minutes, and you're guaranteed to hear it. In France, the most often used word is connery, which means bullshit. And in America, it's hands down awesome, which has replaced incredible, good, and even just okay. Pretty much everything that isn't terrible is awesome in America now. Pimsleur has made me hyper-aware of the phrases I hear most often over the course of an average day, so aware that I've started jotting them down in hopes of putting together my own English program. One for business travelers visiting the United States. Let's start at the airport newsstand, shall we? There you'll lay a magazine upon the counter and be asked by the cashier, do you need some water to go with that? This will be said as if the two things should not really be sold separately. As if in order to properly read a copy of Us Weekly, you'll have to first rinse your eyes out with a $4 bottle of Avion. The practice of pushing more stuff on you is called upselling, and it's one of those things that once you notice it, you can't stop noticing it. At the airport in Baton Rouge a few years back, I ordered a coffee. Do you need a pastry to go with that? The young man behind the counter asked. I wasn't too shy to order the coffee, I said. So what makes you think I'd hold back on a bear claw if I wanted one? The fellow shrugged. We have Danish, too. This made me furious. On second thought, I don't want anything, I told him. Then I went a few doors down to Dunkin' Donuts and said, I would like nothing but coffee, just coffee, period. The woman behind the counter crossed her arms. No cup. Well, of course I want a cup. No milk or nothing. This always happens when I try to make a point. And milk, I told her. Coffee in a cup with some milk in it, but nothing else. Then, of course, my flight got delayed by 2 hours, and I had to go crawling back for some munchkins. Do you need coffee or a soda to go with that? The woman who'd replaced the one I'd spoken to earlier asked. Increasingly at southern airports, instead of a goodbye or thank you, cashiers are apt to say, have a blessed day. This can make you feel like you've been sprayed against your will with God cologne. Get it off me. I always want to scream, quick, before I start wearing ties with short-sleeved shirts. As a business traveler, you'll likely be met at your destination by someone who asks, so how was your flight? This as if there are interesting variations, and you might answer, the live orchestra was a nice touch. Or the first half was great, but then they let a baby take over the controls, and it got all bumpy. In fact, there are only two kinds of flights, ones in which you die and ones in which you do not.